go. We got everything set up. Anyway, frickin'. There's always free to watch for the frick knows. That's not why I'm here. That's not why I'm here. Today we are doing the fun today. And we are going to find it. Oops. That's Yay! Whee! Ooh, okay, cool. My audio's set up. Chat's good. Let's start the stream. I should make a Vanguard stream if I got time today. It'll be a bit longer than normal, hopefully. What the frick knows? Maybe if there's more people watching, I would actually like stream longer. It's like it's boring, man. It's like, oh, but this guy's not entertaining. Shut up. How do you be entertaining if like half your shit's like half your entertaining streams exist because you have more people in chat to spam and dox you and do funny shit? It makes me ask for feedback. What do you expect from me, man? It's like you're asking the impossible here. No way. Okay, so we need 12 o'clock. Seems like right now. Not fine. Loading. Oh, 8 to 12. I'm an idiot. I can't read the time. Dyslexia.
Paimon really did sleep like a log. Let's go.
Hopefully my audio doesn't just get cut off or anything. That'd be really annoying. Let's do something.
Whoa! How is the infirmary even busier than yesterday?
Because it can be, because that's a thing that exists, Paimon.
Good morning, Traveler and Paimon. I have a few people here for No problem. Anything we can do to help? There's a bit of a complicated situation here. I'm still getting to the bottom of it myself.
That's
You have to believe me. I'm telling...
You're in a medical facility. Keep it down.
Please, listen to me. I'm not Gascon. I'm Uy.
You're a horrible liar, you know that? We get all your mugshots with the arrest warrants.
You mean because of the way I look? I don't know what happened. I just woke up like this. Then you guys dragged me in here for an interrogation.
I brought you here to figure out what's going on. If you truly are the victim of an injustice, yelling isn't going to achieve anything. At most, it'll delay your vindication.
All right. I get it.
This is nuts. Yesterday's interrogations went fine, and now this.
Morning, Your Grace. What's going on?
Remember the case I mentioned yesterday? The one brought to me by the Marachose Phantom? Well, we've been questioning the inmates involved this morning. Every single one of them is claiming mistaken identity.
Huh. That's even weirder than what that guy was saying yesterday.
The thing is, none of them have been able to provide any evidence whatsoever to support their claims. Questioning them further got us nowhere, so for now, we've brought them to the infirmary.
And we thought yesterday was as busy as it got for Siegeween.
We've compiled their statements. Have a look.
Bottom, who's the bottom? I applied to see doctor. I woke up another day, another cell. Unbelievable. I was in another cell. Oh, there's the detail that we missed. Police. Final day of my sentence. I should be free. What gives? What does stuff like this happen to me? Oh, I think I know what's going on.
Wait.
Release? Interesting. The inmates they spoke of in their statements appear to all be due for release today.
That's no coincidence.
I noticed that too. If that's their plan, they're underestimating us a little. Every serious offender claims that there's someone else who just so happens to be due for release today.
All the more reason to be cautious. Lumberzar, check the release list for today and make sure no one gets processed. We're gonna need an excuse, though. Just say we're out of forms, and that we're furiously printing more as we speak.
I'm on it.
Good enough.
It's conceivable that our group of serious offenders somehow found a way to switch places with inmates who are about to be released, so they can walk out right under our
Considering they all
noses.
glorify OGN, it's still, to an extent, I can see why not.
We did consider that possibility. But I mean, just look at them. They match the warrants, period. How could there have been a switch?
Only if they're dead ringers for the inmates due for release, I suppose. I gave you that name list yesterday to assist in your investigation. Did that help?
Yes, the inmates' mugshots were attached to the list. The first thing I did was check for lookalikes, and I didn't find any. The only other thing that stands out to me is that their voices sound a little different today. But it's not exactly hard to put on a fake voice.
Oh, really? What does our head nurse make
it's
of
a
all
face
this?
change.
Give me a moment.
This is like
I
Clayface
think I
level
have a way to confirm whether there's been a switch. I know, it's not time to change your dressing yet, but please bear...
There it is.
Huh? Isn't that the guy from yesterday? This should be Honore. He has very severe facial ulcers, which require an operation in the hospital at the Court of Fontaine. I authorized him to leave the fortress for medical treatment under guarded escort.
Yes, like I told you. I'm not Putton. I'm Honore.
So there has been a swap. Well, I can see what happened in Potton's case, but how do you explain the other inmates?
They're not
You're not
souls, they're
telling me they're-
faces.
No, I believe it was their faces that got switched. The method is a bit like replacing a tooth. Take the bad tooth out, put a false one in. And actually, I think I can prove it to you. Traveler, Paimon, do you remember Eric from the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure do. Then you can be my witnesses. To start with, please fetch the inmate who claims to be Eric.
It's gonna be that hard, right? That's like beat your shit. Yesterday's stream was a nightmare and a half. I have no idea how to stream on a Mac. I know. Oops. You're getting distracted. Hey, Eric. Oh. I can't read a map, son. Gosh. Come on, ADHD. Work with me. Oh, he's in this one.
So, you're Eric?
Yes, head nurse. It's me.
I need to do another examination on you.
All right. It's the cognition test first, right?
Now, try to recall if you can. The last time we did this test, which finger did I hold up?
I believe it was your index finger.
But that means...
Huh?
So, basically, Last night, the
It's a
Eric who
pinky.
said he saw another him suddenly recovered and applied to leave the observation ward. Seedring did another test before letting him leave, but that time she held up her pinky finger.
Huh? I don't know about any tests last night. There was nothing to do in the observation ward, so I went straight to bed. Then I somehow woke up in a high-security cell.
Well, in that case, there is a reasonable explanation for the strange events of the past 2 days.
So, what exactly
The
happened?
face swap.
The gang of serious offenders wanted to break out of prison, so they identified a group of scapegoats, namely inmates whose terms were almost up, and planned to switch appearances with them. Last night, when Odilon was on duty, they ambushed him and had one of their group switch appearances with him using their face-swapping method. That allowed them to avoid scrutiny from the other guards. Then, once all the other inmates were asleep, Odilon spent his night shift carrying out the remainder of their switcheroo plan. However, they made one mistake. Henri changed his appearance to match Eric's earlier than he should have done, and ended up being spotted by the real Eric. Real Eric came to the guards for help, but we didn't know then what we know now. So we put it down to hallucination and sent him to the observation ward. However, since one of the gang members was posing as a guard, they simply changed real Eric's appearance and had their Eric take his place, muddying the waters even further.
Right, because I put Eric on the observation list by then, and no inmates on that list can be processed for departure until I've discharged them.
Hence why the imposters had to pull that little stunt to get fake Eric off the list.
Yeah, it all makes sense now. The Duke cracked the case.
Well, I can't fault the reasoning. But I'm afraid that we ruled out the possibility of face switching very early on in this process.
That's the problem.
Criminals altering their facial appearance to commit crimes is nothing new. In fact, one of the explicit duties of the Melazines in the Marechaussee Phantom is to identify criminals in disguise.
They're not disguised.
We carefully examined all the suspects, and there is no evidence that any means
It's
of
not
disguise were
disguise.
used
It's
in
a
this
molded
case.
face. Your classic disguise don't work.
Huh. Well then, how do
So far, it seems more likely that the gang stole documentation belonging to the inmates due for release, and are using that to commit identity fraud.
Actually, there is a potion that
Yeah.
can completely change someone's appearance.
It's the original
If
one.
they use that, even a Melazine wouldn't be able to detect it. A shape-shifting potion?
Forgive me, head nurse, but this is the first time I'm hearing about it.
She studied
If
her
such a potion
appearances.
truly existed, it would jeopardize our entire investigative process at the Marechaussee Phantom. Are you certain of this?
Yes,
what
I
it's
am.
certain to.
But
Please trust me in my professional opinion as an experienced clinician.
At the same time, without any solid evidence, it's pure speculation. If we can round up all the inmates suspected of switching places, then have a little talk with both sides, we might just get our answer. Yep, let's do that.
okay. Well, it was our negligence that meant we had to come and conduct these post-internment interrogations. And I know it's put you out. We'll do it your way.
Your Grace, bad news. I paused the releases like you asked, but we were too late. A bunch of people already got processed 2 hours ago.
That's
I
like,
checked
yeah,
the
when they
list,
didn't invent the
and Sure
telephone.
enough, it's all the people who gave statements.
2 hours ago? That's before today's interrogations began. They had this all planned out.
So there really was a switch after all. They really pulled the wool over our eyes on this one.
We should be able to catch up with them if we leave now, right?
Not if that potion is real. They can just switch faces again after leaving the fortress. And if the Marechaussee's Melazines can't even spot them, we wouldn't know where to start searching.
Yikes! So we're at a complete dead end!
Not entirely true. There is one red herring in Space Mode.
Well, technically there is one more lead we could follow up on. We were only able to arrest this gang thanks to the help of a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. I believe his name is Rawad. Oh? Rawad? Isn't that the handsome guy we met at that skincare promotion? Handsome? One of the crimes this gang is charged with is the manufacture and sale of illicit drugs. According to Mr. Rawat, they appear to have stolen technology he developed through his research and used it in their operation. At first, he thought it was a typical case of intellectual property infringement, and he tried to negotiate with them. But once he discovered their thanks to his report, we were able to swoop in and arrest them all in one go.
What a hero! Bet that took courage on his part.
No doubt. This is worth following up on. As the one who snitched on them, it's highly likely that Rawat will be targeted by the escapees. That aside, since he's negotiated with them in person before, there's a chance he'll have some additional information for us.
Understood, Your Grace. My team and I will head to the Fontaine Research Institute right away. In the meantime, please keep an eye on the face switch victims for us.
Of course.
Naturally.
Miss Morgan, I'd like to come along and help you catch Well, I'm the one who discharged the fake Eric last night.
Don't say that, head nurse. Your focus was on the inmate's health, and rightly so. We can't ask you to help with arresting criminals.
I also have a more personal reason. Cotton is a patient of mine, and if I don't get a new batch of medicine to him in time, his condition will get much worse.
Look, head nurse, I completely understand.
Don't worry, I can...
You say that.
If I may, Miss Morgan, Sigewinne is the one who raised the potion hypothesis, and I'm sure she has far more expertise on the topic than your team. My suggestion would be to bring her with you. And if you really are worried for her safety... there you go, right on cue. Knew I could count on you.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
this is a big issue.
Well, since this plan has the Duke's blessing, far be it from me to refuse.
Literally.
We should head off immediately.
Let's go and kill them all. Anyway, let's just... I wonder if Resin Cat really helps in this. Morgan, we got a problem.
Greetings. Sorry to impose, but I'm afraid we're here on urgent business.
The marsh is a phantom. Let me guess, you're investigating.
Not this time, no. We're looking for a researcher. Do you know where we might find Mr. Rawat?
Rawat. He actually doesn't work on site here very often. There's a handful of researchers in the nearby area who know him pretty well, though. You can see what they know.
Just a handful? Paimon figured he'd be the most popular guy around.
Well, I guess you could say he's popular, at least on a superficial level. He's blessed with good looks, so he tends to make a good first impression on people. But in all his time here at the Fontaine Research Institute, I don't think he's ever had a single deep conversation about his research with his peers. That's no way to make real friends around here.
Oh. That information is peculiar in and of itself.
That's so weird. He definitely didn't come across like a recluse at that product promotion.
I don't find that weird at all. He definitely didn't strike me as the kind of guy who's good at making friends.
Well, yeah, if you focus on
couldn't tell.
appearances.
Must be a losing perception thing.
Okay, we should talk
just-
with his acquaintances. But we also need to check the Research Institute for any clues. Let's split up. It'll save us some time.
Sure thing. We'll go ask around among the other researchers with Sigewinne. Paimon's suddenly kind of curious to know what everyone really thinks of him.
A lot of going on. There's one. Audrey.
Excuse us, are you Audrey?
That's me. What is it?
Are you close friends with Rawat? We're trying to find out where he is.
Close friends?
You know Robot. Why do
You
we
mean
say
because
close
I
friends?
told him I had feelings for him once? I should have known, really. Men like him...
Okay. We were just kind of wondering if you might know where we can find him.
Why would I know where he's at? I barely know him, and he probably doesn't even remember.
Ugh, this is getting annoying. Shall we go ask someone else?
It's Simon's fault! You used the term close friends! Who does that?
I think she knows Rawat better than she cares to admit. If we leave now, it might be a wasted opportunity.
Maybe, but we're not going to get much out of her while she's in this state, are we?
She's displaying symptoms common among people in love, if that's what you mean. but
It's curable?
Terrible.
we're still no closer to finding Mr. Rawat. Oh, by this point, he could be in grave
Plastic.
danger.
Danger? Wait, why are you looking for him again?
That works. 100.
Oh, that's right, yeah! The Marshose Phantom said that he's been targeted by some pretty bad people. We need to make sure he's safe.
What? How has this happened? He seemed fine when I last saw him.
Oh, I see.
Okay, but this is purely out of concern for his... I heard
Sure,
she raised him
that's-
alone, that they had it pretty tough financially, and these days she's housebound due to illness. He makes regular trips back home to check on her.
Oh, okay. Do you know the address?
Nope, sorry. I only found out the thing about his mother because it came up in conversation once. I was just trying to find out more about him. You know, so I could get to know... When I told him I had a crush on him, I offered to help him take care of his mother. And yeah, maybe that was a stupid idea, but unbelievable.
Looks like her love syndrome is flaring up again.
We need to find out Mr. Rawat's mother's address. Let's check with the Marshose officers when we regroup.
Cool, sounds like a plan.
Okay. Does he really have a mother that needs help, or? No, I don't. Oh, hey.
Hey there, are you in Teep?
What do you want?
We're here to ask about Rawat. Any idea where he might be? We were told you were pretty close with him.
Close? Not sure that's the word I'd use. He wouldn't even let me use his patent.
Huh?
It's been a good few days since I last saw him. I don't know where he's at. Go ask someone else.
Would the patent in question happen to be related to the new skincare product he developed?
Yeah, kinda. Butterfly do, or whatever he calls it. I heard he made a tidy sum off of that one.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Keep going.
Most of the other researchers here focus on mechanics, energy, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I get why he wouldn't be interested in having anything to do with them. But I'm studying coatings. There's a huge overlap in our areas of research. Why would he refuse to work with me? I bought his product once and noticed it contains a unique substance that might have applications in coatings too. If it worked out, I could probably make as much as he's making. Don't get me wrong. I had no intention of plagiarizing his work. I was hoping to get official permission to use his findings in my own research.
You actually didn't
Followed the
use it,
proper
or?
procedure. It was all above board. I would have had to pay him a license fee and everything. But despite that, he turned me down not once, not twice, but 3 times.
That's a pattern
It's
right
like he's
there.
vehemently opposed to the idea of anyone else making the kind of money he does.
Huh, so is Rawat antisocial, or is this guy just jealous?
Maybe he's
Well,
both.
it doesn't look like we're gonna get any info
All
about
the above
Rawat's
it is,
whereabouts from
probably.
him.
Wait, 1 second. Mr. Antib, next time you go shopping, you should buy some Buell fruits. Peel the skin, steep in water, then drink. It'll help calm your mood.
Huh? Yeah. Thanks.
She's really medical first, man. I can't argue with it.
Sorry to bother you, sir, but are you Bertram?
Who's asking?
Just some concerned citizens helping out the Marshose Phantom with an investigation. We'd like to ask you about Rawat's whereabouts, if that's okay. We're told the 2 of you are pretty close.
Why do we use
Not
the term
anymore, we're not.
close?
Turns out we don't see eye to eye.
Oh, yeah? What happened?
The thing about us researchers is, most of us do what we do for some sort of higher purpose, but not Rawat. All he cared about was how to commercialize his findings.
That's
He won't
fair.
even let you work with him unless you sign a confidentiality agreement first. Also, he has better control over who gets which intellectual property rights. How are you
That's
supposed
weird.
to get any meaningful research done working with a guy like that? Now that I've got my own technical solution for my compressor, I don't need to work with him anymore.
So that's what Rawat is really like.
We'd still like to know where to find him.
Wait, you're... Yeah, I know you. You're the head nurse at the Fortress of Maripede. All right, then I'm happy to help you if I can. I respect the work you do. Medicine serves the highest purpose of all the sciences.
Wow, turns out Sejuin's got some real clout.
Thing is, I have no real way of knowing where he might be. I stopped working with him 2 months ago, and I've barely seen him since. But if you want my advice, I'd say go talk to the peddlers. There's a few he meets with every other day or so. Maybe they know where he's at.
Peddlers?
Yeah, back when I was working with him, I noticed he met with them quite often. Wouldn't surprise me if they were involved in some shady business together, because it seemed like they went
Makes
out of
sense.
their way to avoid discussing anything in my presence. The little I overheard was about manufacturing and selling pharmaceutical drugs. Like I said, he's all about the money.
Drugs? Doesn't he work with skincare products? Do those count as drugs?
Who knows? I never cared to find out. He's the Mora grubber, not me.
Thank you.
That's fair.
You've given us plenty to work with.
Welcome. Goodbye, and may we both reach new heights in our scientific endeavors.
It's not that hard.
Well, that's all 3 researchers. Let's head back to the meetup point.
The meetup. How do I get on? I really need to move my switches.
You know, Paimon started out thinking Rawat was a handsome researcher with a friendly and cheerful personality.
You do
Such
anything
a
to get a
surprise to
sale.
learn that his peers have a different
So, what's your view of him now, Paimon?
A handsome researcher whose difficult upbringing turned him into a profit chaser with a chip on his shoulder?
So, your thoughts about his appearance haven't changed at all?
Well, his looks are kind of a big deal. At least in Paimon's opinion. How does such a handsome guy end up being so antisocial? Even with his difficult family background, it just doesn't make any sense.
You can't judge a person solely based on their appearance.
Yeah.
Head nurse. Traveler.
Of course.
I assume you've spoken with the
I
researchers.
just realized.
What did...
What do you know?
Bertram mentioned Rawat's involvement with some pharmaceutical merchants. Do you know if he's registered any pharmaceutical brands?
Since he was a whistleblower on such a huge case, I ran a background check on him. I don't remember there being any brands under his name.
How strange. If he was so focused on commercializing his research and averse to sharing his technology with others, why wouldn't he have registered his own brands? Maybe he and his business partners needed to avoid public scrutiny?
You think he may have colluded with the gang?
That's funny, but ingenious nonetheless.
Well, the crime was manufacture and sale of drugs, and that would certainly be in his wheelhouse. We can't rule it out.
Isn't that pretty unlikely, though? He was the one who blew the whistle on them.
Most children who come to me with tooth decay have suffered pain for a long time already, but they'll still try to hide the fact that they eat too many sweets. Grown-ups and children aren't so different in that regard.
I'm not give it that logic.
If you say so.
I saw him when he came to make his report, and I certainly didn't get the feeling that he was the type to collude with criminals. Perhaps it's more likely that they were coercing him. You mentioned that he comes from a poor family. So, it's possible that the criminals approached him asking for academic support, luring him in with the promise of riches. By the time he discovered who they really were, he was in too deep. They had leverage on him, so he was forced to keep working for them.
That does make a lot of sense. It would definitely explain why he was so unwilling to cooperate with his fellow researchers. No wonder he's so unsociable. He must be on edge all the time with a gang of crooks breathing down his neck.
In that case, the situation could be worse than we thought. If Rawat was working with the escaped inmates, they're sure to know more about his whereabouts than us. Oh, there's a good chance they'll get to him before we do.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, he was last seen 2 days ago. If no one's seen him since, maybe we're too late.
2 days ago? So he went missing right after that product promotion.
That was the same day he reported the criminals, too.
Everything's
sign.
not adding up. Yeah.
Don't worry, everyone. I believe we still have a chance. Since he disappeared right after blowing the whistle, it's likely that he's gone into hiding.
Yeah, He must have been worried that they'd come for him.
All the more reason to find him as soon as possible. The only lead we have at the moment is his mother's house, which you mentioned earlier. Seath, think you can find the place?
Yep. When you register a brand, the Court of Fontaine requires you to provide a legal address. The one Rawat wrote down was in the outskirts of the city. That should be the place.
Okay, then there's no time to lose. Let's move.
Oh. There it is.
All right, this should be the house. I'm pretty sure this was the address.
Okay, I'll knock.
Two melodies.
Sounds like whoever's inside has restricted mobility. Oh, it seems serious. Oh, what's the fastest way to get this door open?
Break the door down?
No, I'll handle it. Let the expert deal with it. There'll be a mountain of paperwork if we damage a citizen's property.
And you can't write jack shit, as your fellow coworker mentioned.
Calm down. Deep breaths. Remember your training. Control
You're
your
level-
strength. And it's
You're
open.
level-
Seath, take a few people and lie in wait. Keep your eyes peeled for any activity around the house. The Traveler, head nurse, and I will go inside.
I guess she's been trying to practice to avoid mountain of paperwork.
Oh, there. On the bed, there's an old lady. That's gotta be Rawat's mother, right? She doesn't look like...
So she avoid property damage.
We could try, but she is very ill.
Well, doesn't look like Rawat's here. She's the only one we can talk to.
Yep. Allow me. Hello, ma'am.
Bring
May
nurse
I ask
was
if you're
probably the
Rawat's mother?
smartest decision
We're
I've ever
trying
heard.
to locate him. Hard of hearing, perhaps. Does anyone have a picture of Rawat?
I have one here.
I'd like to show you a photo, ma'am. Is this...
Looks like this isn't gonna work after all.
She's coming back!
Well, looks like we're out of leads. If Rawat's not...
Is it possible he could have avoided returning here because he knew he'd be in danger?
Maybe.
Well,
But if so, where do we look next? Maybe we should take another look at the
Yes, so.
I suggest we all return there now.
that's not a solution.
We found a good amount of useful information the first time. But perhaps
Double
there's something we
dipping
missed.
is not a solution.
Sorry, officer, but could I stay here for a while?
Of course. Traveler, stay with the head nurse.
Also, I'd like some Marechaussee members to stay as well and keep an eye on the area.
Why's that?
If Rawat knows how serious his mother's condition is,
Got it. Okay. I'll tell the squad members in hiding to stay put and keep a lookout.
thanks for helping me out yet again, Traveler and Pine.
No problem. But when you say her condition is serious...
Yes, she's barely cool. Let me take
And
care of
what
a few things
issue?
first. Could you pass me the towel over there?
Yeah, of course.
She should be in a hospital. What the hell is she doing in bed? Oh wait, here's a book. We should have just read this. Can we just read through his books? We probably have better answers. Those hurt.
I can tell that her family has tried a lot of different treatment methods, including some very expensive medicines. Unfortunately, her condition is so multifaceted that a recovery looks all but impossible.
Citrine. I'm on Beth's...
Yes, it makes me a little sad.
Man, trying to grab
In
life.
Melusine's eyes, A human's birth, aging, sickness, and death are as much a part of natural law as sunrise and sunset. But
Well,
human
yeah, but you
medicine
live
can
so
defy
long.
that law to some extent. In that sense, it is a science of miracles. That is why I became fascinated with it in the first place. But it was
They're
only
very
after I
opposed to each other.
truly became a doctor that I realized miracles don't always happen.
Well, no.
Even the greatest doctors cannot cure all diseases.
No.
Sweetwing.
That's not what doctors
Well,
do.
don't worry about me,
Just
Paimon.
really.
A doctor's duty is not to cure all diseases, but to treat whatever ailments they can. At the
Yeah.
very least, I can lower her fever. That way she'll suffer less, and she might even be able to see her son.
Yeah. All the
Release
more
the
reason to
pain.
find Rawat as soon as possible.
Why not?
Oh, her fever is getting worse. Could I get some hot water?
Sure, we're on the case.
Let's get some hot water. From where? Here? Oh, a map with a clue.
Found the hot water?
Sure did. And look what else we found. Judging by this journal, it seems like Rawat has a private lab. There's a good chance he could be there right now. We gotta go tell Officer Morgan.
Oh, that's great news. But the wet towel is ready. I'm giving you another injection. Are you feeling better now?
She seems better.
It's all right. We'll go bring him back.
Thank you.
Yay, you can speak. That's like halfway good. How much of the quiz is this? Everything. Why did it throw me all the way to Mondstadt? That's so weird.
Add Astra. Thank you for
Hmm. I probably should have found out that stuff. Oh well, shit stuff. Don't know why. Okay, well, let's switch. Oops. Oh well. Let's do a quick switch the rule. Do a quick switch the rule. We should be fine. Yeah, Firefly died. Let's farm something. For tower. Hey, it is Firefly. Okay. This thing has like nothing. This thing has hunts. He has a great selection of pages. Oh wait.
Enemies ahead. Up for a scrap?
If we're not on patrol, we should get some rest.
And I messed up. This is fun. You want physical? We'll just use the center team. I can't. Actually, for this, we can go to card, Trailblazer, this, and then we can go some Firefly.
Seize the initiative.
Firefly Type 4. Activate. Target sighted. All units on alert. Executing attack.
Oh, how dare you!
Dreams do come true.
Kinda tickles. Hold together. Resonate once more. Like fireflies to a flame, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes.
It's on you guys, I guess.
Live to fight. Fight to live.
You will know justice.
We'll just do this, I guess. Just do this.
I shall set the seas ablaze.
I got follow? Oh, that's my follow-up.
Live to fight. Fight to live. I shall set the seas ablaze. Must go on.
You know what?
Danger ahead. Ready yourself.
If we're not on patrol, we should get some rest.
I messed up. Yes, I'll use Firefly. I probably shouldn't. Really, what you say? I really shouldn't keep this up. Just do I need what? Good enough for now. Oh, man.
Don't slack off, even if it's not music.
Trying not to while I'm screaming so heavily. Good.
Only consistent practice can ensure optimum performance.
Oh, yeah. This should do it for. Okay.
Seize the initiative.
Let's just
I'm
do
with you.
this.
Let the show begin.
Firefly Type 4.
Let's do
Activate.
that. Yeah, I can buy it in like 5.
Target sighted. All executing. Attack.
I hope for an end to strife in the like fireflies to a flame. I will fight for myself until everything
Burns to ashes. Let's do
The
this.
harmony will soon play in unison. I shall set the seas ablaze.
Let's go.
Dreams do come true. You will know just.
Live to fight. Fight you.
Blow up. Trees just full on time. Wait, I regenerate skill points. I forgot about the lesson.
This is more than a battle. Live to fight. Fight you.
She has like infinite uptime. It's insane. They think they can outperform us. We can't do this. Yeah, keep hitting me that barrier.
Let's improvise.
May song bring us victory. Hold together. Resonate once more.
This is not working. I used the skill. That was a waste of skill points. This one.
I shall
Slow. Come on, so close.
Is that all?
There it is.
In the name of Landau, years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall.
Nope, no we won't.
It's my turn. Still the same
Okay,
one.
it's okay.
Come on, man.
I hope for an end to strife in the world. Please, quiet down.
Yeah, nice to
Tonight, souls shall embrace tonight. The stars echo because of me.
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
Let's dance to the music. Let's show them what the dance really looks like.
Prime, detonate.
That's all VR.
Initiate cleanup.
Let's clean out.
Dreams do come true.
Cool.
Is that all? Take your positions. Let's improvise.
Like fireflies to I will fight for myself. Until
Let's do this.
everything burns to ashes! Live to fight! Fight to live!
Woo!
The show must go on.
Yeah, I'm not doing this. I'm
Danger
not bringing
ahead.
some.
Ready yourself.
I can see that it's Firefly, but like,
If we're not on patrol, we should
I'm
get
not-
some rest.
okay. Let's try this again. Just check you out so far, yeah.
Seize the initiative. Please stay tuned.
Oh yeah, these do.
Show your courage.
Firefly Type 4. Activate.
Is that all?
Target sighted. All units executing. Attack.
Stay in step. Dreams do come true.
Why should I put one
The
out?
time is now. Lend me your strength. Like fireflies to I will fight for myself. Until everything burns to ashes!
My aim is to ensure Firefly may never reach the red mark. I'm gonna keep her in the first state.
I hope you're prepared.
Live to fight! Fight to live!
Woo! Let's.
I
Ooh,
shall
okay.
set the seas ablaze!
You just keep giving me turns.
Type 4 in position.
Damn, that's cool.
Live to fight! Fight to live!
And our music read. You can't outperform me.
Let's improvise.
The time is now. Lend me your strength. This is more. I shall set the seas ablaze.
He needs run mid. But I still run mid. DPS are just
You will know justice.
not slight.
The die is cast.
Live to fight. Fight to live.
Follow up the tag and achievements.
I shall
1x way.
the seas ablaze.
I need to find out what that is.
Firefly, type 4. Live to fight. Fight to live.
Firefly type 4, that's a model?
Attack detected.
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
Dance away.
In the name of Landau, years of cold, hardens the will. We shall never fall. Dreams do come true.
This is more than a battle. I shall set the seas ablaze.
Now hold up.
Live to fight. Fight to live.
Oh, I did it! One burst! I don't think I got good shit. Let's keep going.
Target sighted. All executing. Attack.
Well, thanks, you literally
Like
did the one guy,
fireflies, I
right?
will fight for myself.
How dare you destroy my guy?
Until everything burns to ashes! Firefly, I shall
Set the seas ablaze.
merciful. The time is now.
Yeah, we'll move
Lend
on.
me your strength. This is live to fight. Fight to live.
What?
I shall set the seas ablaze. I will claim victory. Live to fight. Fight to live.
Let's do this.
Attack detected.
We'll be right back, I guess. That was a bit weird. But this is fine. Let's continue. I got only one skill
The
point.
die is cast.
I'm gonna have to do that.
Troublesome. Firefly, type 4. In I shall.
More attacks are pointless.
Take your positions.
Three.
Dreams
Oh,
do
this is
come
actually
true.
just nice.
This battle is unavoidable. The time is now. Lend me your strength.
That arm.
This is more than a battle. Live to fight! Fight to live!
Troublesome.
That hurts.
Still the same one. I hope you're prepared. In the name of Landau, years of cold, hardens the will. We shall never fall!
Firefly, type 4. In I shall. Set the seas ablaze! Live to fight! Fight to live!
More turns.
I shall. Set the seas ablaze! We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them!
That's good damage. That's great.
Stay in step. Let's improvise. The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
The dance, who choreographed it? It feels so weird. It's like you built for a goal.
The time is now. Lend me your strength.
This is live to fight! Fight
Let's do this. Not enough energy. Damn it! I know I did this easier the last time I did this.
You will know justice. Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
Sam in position. Executing attack.
You'll pay, evildoer.
They always crit, so they're really freaking tough. Thanks, you just did the one thing I don't want to do.
Initiate cleanup.
I will fight for my son until everything burns to ashes!
2 swords, 1 attack.
I shall set the seas ablaze!
Oh, it's a weapon. Something good, maybe?
If we're not on patrol, rest.
200. Defeat. Anything easy. Special. Oh, that's weird. What are these achievements anyway? In the second phase, Splash Shadow, Symphony, Crush. I was hoping for a more like Firefly specific. I don't know. Yeah, no, no. And my Firefly, I managed to get Firefly off camera, which is a bit unfortunate, but it was good for my patience. It's a thing that happened.
The final stop is close.
Where's it go? What is this place? Oh my gosh. I have to do the quest. I'm gonna have to do this quest.
Oh, are you leaving? I've mixed more of this.
Thank you.
Then? All right, whether it's the astral and embark towards art.
Indeed. Still. They agree, just as it should be. Now I'm a bit curious. Yes. Well, that's obvious. But what I truly wanted to know is... this... That's true. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Adventure. But despite that, you trust him. You even entrusted him with a cornerstone. Something as precious as life itself. Are you not in the same boat, Miss Jade? Without us playing along, your Jade Stone wouldn't have made it across the border so easily, allowing you to see all desires that flow through dreams to gain a... And that's why I'm willing to stake my Topaz Stone to cover for you. It's the once that kid sets his mind to something, nothing can stop him. Not even fate.
Oh yeah, that's the whole thing.
Well, at least he's still alive. Looks like we've strayed off. No need. I'll go it alone.
This is
Meanwhile,
it's like
you can go
reset
greet our
episode.
honored guest and wait for... Okay. Is that Robin? Huh. She's also here on the Radiant Feldspar. Greetings, Miss Robin. I didn't expect to meet you here.
Miss Jade? Greetings. The opening ceremony for the Charmony Festival has been moved to the Radiant Feldspar, so I'm here making some preparations. How about you? Have you spoken with Mr. Alfalfa?
I'm actually on my way to meet him right now. Do you know him well, Miss Robin?
Unfortunately, I've never met him. I've only heard a few comments from the former head of the Oak family. Mr. Alfalfa is respectable when it comes to business, but in other respects, I can't say the same.
Where do you think the future of the planet of festivities is headed?
I believe the sweet dream will see its rebirth, just like the Radiant Feldspar resumed its voyage. The Harmony needs a new direction. Only by bidding farewell to the past can we actually sail into the future. There are no permanent allies or everlasting enemies. So let's both take what we need from this deal.
Naturally. I'm looking forward to your performance. See you at the festival.
See you later, Miss Jade.